Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Lolly Stardust and I post videos about my David Bowie collection. And today I'm bringing you a very requested video about my David Bowie books because, as you know, I usually keep them here so they're part of my background, and a lot of you have been asking me to do a video where I talk about my David Bowie books, and this is what I'm doing today. There's not going to be any particular order to this, it's just the order that I keep them here, if that makes any sense. And also I'm not going to show you each and every book that I have today because I really value your time and the fact that you share your time with me by watching my videos. So I don't want to make this super long, and there's probably going to be a part 2 for this video. So with that said, I'll start. This one is Strange Fascination by David Buckley, and it's a David Bowie biography. And it's usually the biography that I recommend to people because it's very, very complete. As you can see, it's super thick, and if you open the book, you will see that it's mostly text and it's mostly information, although it does include a few pictures, black and white pictures, but most of it is just pure information. And this book has been revised and updated many, many times. The edition that I have here is from 2005. So it includes a lot of information that has been updated. And if you're looking for a good David Bowie biography, or if you're looking for the best David Bowie biography, this is the way to go. Strange Fascination by David Buckley. Oh, the next one that I have here is actually the first David Bowie book that I ever got. I got this one while traveling in Italy with my dad, and I got it at a record store that they have there, a very big one. I got it in Milan, and when I saw this cover, I thought it was so beautiful, and I just knew that I had to get it. And basically what it is a book that will show you each and every David Bowie song, well, each and every official David Bowie song. So the book will start with David Bowie, and then it goes up all the way up to Reality. And the author will comment each and every song, and there are also translations. You can find the lyrics, and then the author will translate the lyrics into Italian, because this book is in Italian. So, the next one is another David Bowie biography. This one is in Portuguese. It's the biography by Mark Spitz, and it's usually what I recommend to people who don't speak English. I recommend it to people who speak Portuguese because this book is in Portuguese, and it was very easy to find. I don't know if it's still very easy to find, but it was a few years ago, so that's what I usually recommend to people because it's also very complete. Not as good as the David Buckley one, but it's a good biography to have if you're looking for a good biography. Next one up, here I have another book in Italian. This one is Ziggy's Papers by Cherry Vanilla. And for those of you who don't know, Cherry Vanilla was David Bowie's publicist back in the 70s. And this book is basically a compilation of letters. This one is also in Italian, but I believe there is a version in English, probably. This one came out in 2007. There are no pictures in this book, just information and letters. It's an interesting point of view because this is not a biography, so it's something very different and interesting to read. So it's something that I do recommend. And then I have here a Portuguese book. This one came out in Portugal, so it's in European Portuguese, and basically what it is, this one is a book that talks about 3 decades. It goes all the way up to the 80s. Yes, there are some pictures here, colorful even. It's very thin, but it's a good biography. And then next one up, another Portuguese book that I have here. This one is a book that translates David Bowie's lyrics into Portuguese, into European Portuguese. And these 2 books I bought from a friend who had them. I think this one came out in the 80s. Yes, in 86. So that's what it is. This one is not a biography, it's just translated lyrics from English into European Portuguese. And this one, the next one, is a David Bowie biography that came out in Brazil. And this one came out in the 90s, so it talks a little bit about David Bowie as a very short biography, and then it adds some fun facts about David Bowie. It's a very basic biography, and then it also includes Bowie in Brazil, his discography, some of his influences, and it's also a very thin book, but it was great for people who didn't know a lot about Bowie and wanted to know more. This book was also very easy to find in Brazil a few years ago. And then, last but not least, I have here The Complete David Bowie by Nicholas Pegg. And this is what a lot of people call the David Bowie Bible, and it really is. So it includes a lot of things here. It's really a reference for David Bowie's albums, singles, concerts, films, the internet, and more, it says here. So this edition that I'm holding is from 1997. Yes, and it includes each and every song that David Bowie has ever released, and even the songs that he hasn't released. So the author will comment each and every track, and it's full of information about everything, really. So it's what people call David Bowie Bible. And I also have here, it's the same book, but it's a revised edition. This one is from 2003, so it goes all the way from early Bowie, very early Bowie, and all the way up to reality. So I probably have to get a newer version of this book, because as we know, a lot has happened ever since reality was released. So these two are the same book, just different editions, really. And I really want to get a newer edition for this book. And this is it for today. It's all that I'm going to show you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it as much as I did. And make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you like David Bowie or record collecting in general. You can also follow me on Instagram. You can see everything about my David Bowie collection there, because I post all the time. And I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.